Hi, my name is Joseph Munoz, and I'm an attorney with the Terminations law firm. Today, we're going to talk about what happens when a subcontractor gets terminated from a project. Now, hopefully, none of you have been terminated from a project, but we all know it happens. And many subcontractors think that once they've been terminated, that ends their responsibilities or obligations on that project. Unfortunately, that's not necessarily the case, and they may be on the hook until the end of the project. So let's talk about what happens when a subcontractor gets terminated. If you get terminated and the general contractor still owes you money from the work that you previously performed, they may not have to pay you right away. Now, the reason for that is when you sign that subcontract, you essentially promised to perform a specific scope of work for a specific amount. The general contractor relied upon that promise, and until they can be assured that that scope of work will be completed for that price, you're still under some obligation. Now, at that point, the general contractor will have to go out and hire another sub to take over the project and complete your scope of work. Now, right at that point, there's no assurance that they can get that project complete for the price that the subcontractor originally agreed to. Now, many times you'll see that the cost to complete the project exceeds the amount you originally quoted. The reason for that is subcontractors out there know that the general contractor is in a tough position. They're probably running behind on schedule. They need to get someone in there right away. So the subcontractor may inflate that bid to complete the project. Now, when that happens, this is the unfortunate scenario where you, the subcontractor who has been terminated, may be held liable for the additional cost to complete the project. Now, in addition to that, if you have to look at the contract, but in many cases, a general contractor will have like an administrative fee or a certain percentage for having to go out and rehire or hire another subcontractor to complete the project. So in both of these scenarios, the general contractor is holding the terminated subcontractor liable for the cost of completing the project. So not only are you terminated from the project, but now you're paying someone else to finish your job. No one wants to be in that position. So what can you do to protect yourself? Well, first, the most obvious is don't get terminated, right? And the way you can do that is to read the contract carefully, understand exactly what you're walking into, understand the possibility of any potential pitfalls, know all the requirements of the contract, make sure you're complying with all the requirements, don't go into default, put everything in writing, respond to all defaults in writing, just cover your bases so you can avoid any type of termination and avoid any litigation fees or paying someone to do the work that you were originally hired to do. We hosted a webinar on these very topics this week. If you go to the Terminations Law Firm Facebook page or visit our YouTube channel, you can take a look at that and you'll get a better idea and you can listen in to some of the questions regarding these topics. Thank you.